Hello, welcome on board the Cessna CJ4 with an upgrade mod from working title and also with a custom flight deck. Today we are flying from Princess Juliana Airport all the way to the Key West in United States. So in this video I'm going to show you how to start up the plane and how to program the FMC, which is quite similar to the Boeing's one. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Hello, welcome to the flight deck. Flight deck has custom colors which are black and this nice white. I really like that color instead of this blue one. Okay, so let's perform a pre-startup checklist. A throttle has to be set to idle, spoilers retracted, flaps up, avionics set to off, landing gear lever down. Okay, so let's get this plane rolling. First thing we need to do is to turn on the batteries, and few warnings will come out. Don't worry, those are normal. Just press master caution reset, and now we can arm the emergency lights, which are right here. Now they are armed. Set the avionics to dispatch and reset the master warning again. So far so good. Now we can turn on the nav light to tell all of the passengers out there and people on the ground, on the apron tarmac, that we have electrical power right now connected to the aircraft. And as of now, we can start getting the FMC ready. Right, this is our FMC. This is the first page that you're going to see. I haven't changed anything yet, so let's get started. First thing first, we need to set the position initialization, and to do so, we need to put in the airport. We are at Tango November Charlie Mike. Oh, key not active. Okay. You need to just copy the position and paste it here. Now that's it. Seems like the flight plan is ready. Like the position. Now let's get to another page. As you can see, here we have all the positions set up. We don't have to set IRS or anything like that, so that's pretty good. Flight plan. And here we have our flight plan. And let me pull out my SimBrief flight, which is right here. So I'm going to put it at the side so I can see everything what I need. And that's my routing. So TNCM Tango November Charlie Mikey all the way to Key West, which is Kilo Echo Yankee Victor. Kilo Echo Yankee Victor. Okay, there is no alternative airport, and I'm not setting it in. Now, next page, that's the entire thing. But before we do so, we need to set the departure. So the departure is from the runway 10 with BOPAT to departure, which is here, and with transition juice execute. Now we have our departure. If you go to legs section, you can see that everything is nice and ready. Now let's go to flight plan again, next page, and now we can select everything. So Bravo 520, Bravo, just here, 520, 2 point STT, and that's it. That's how you, oh wait, which point that is? Can I get an info of that point? Wait, if I go over here, Where is the STT points? It has St. Thomas, VOR. Okay, this is that one. And now I'm just going to fill in the flight plan. Okay, I have entire flight plan prepared. Now I'm going to press execute, and it is set in. As you can see on legs, if I scroll, as you can, the entire thing is going to move, and everything is perfect. I don't have any discontinuities over here as the last point on flight plan. Now we have approach. I'm planning approach in advance because I'm not flying with VATSIM. I'm not going to get a different approach than I am expecting to have. So let's press here departure arrivals. Now departure and arrivals index and approach. Let me see where we are landing on runway 09er. And there is none of those like ILS for runway 09er, so I'm just going to set the runway 09er. And for some reason there are no stars, which is weird. Oh, I'm just doing a direct landing. Okay, this makes sense. So let's go to legs, scroll in. Here I will have discontinuity, and I'm just going to put in direct, which means that we are going to all the way to that point with no airways. And as you can see, we have no more discontinuities whatsoever. So let's prepare for takeoff. It should be somewhere here. I'm still learning how to do this. Okay, here it is. So takeoff, and temperature is 15 degrees. And wind, let's check the wind. It is going to be here. Wind is 21 to 1. No, it's not the wind. Here is the wind. 080 at 11 knots. 080 at 11 knots. 11 knots. That's the wind. And now everything here is set. Next, the V stuff is set, and the sexual limits are not changing or whatsoever. Okay, approach. I'm going to fill in after like 2 hours of a flight before arrival, because the flight is going to take approximately 3 hours to complete. Because of that, I'm just not sending anything. Now let's see the cruising altitude. Cruising altitude for today is flight level 0 is 400 basically. It's the first time I'm flying at such a high altitude, to be honest, so that's cool for me. And that's it, the FMC is now ready to go. What about the rest? Yeah, let's get rest started as well. So first thing first, we need to pull out the checklist so we'll be sure that everything is working perfectly. Okay, before starting engines, select battery switch, that's on already. Emergency light switch armed, we already did this. Standby flight display switch on. Avionics switch, dispatch set, parking brakes. Here they are set. Wheel chucks removed, cabin doors closed. Passenger briefing. Okay. Complete. Seat belts set. Exterior lights. Beacon taxi logo set. ACAS set. FMC set checked. Climate controls. I'm not really sure where that is. Oh, here it is. To off. Yes, it is to off. Complete checklist. Okay, now normal checklist menu, starting engines, throttle idle. That's checked. Engine starter button. Here. Pushed. Now engine run stop button. We have to wait for it to ignite. Give it a minute. As soon as it reaches 15 or 20, it will line up. Okay, run. Perfect. And now let's repeat the procedure. Right engine. Let's wait for 20. And that's it. We did actually our checklist for electrical system. Okay. Press 1 and we are good. Now, avionics switch to on. That's set. Climate control normal. Set. Pass lights safety button. Set. Trims set and checked. Flight controls. Let me see outside. Okay, nice and smooth. Those are checked. Speed brakes, ground spoilers, check. Flaps, check and set for departure. Flaps, set. Before taxi, hydraulic pressure, checked. Engine only anti-ice is off because we don't need it. Takeoff data set. Oh, let's see, is it set actually? I'm going to change the format to flight plan. Just like that. Terrain. Okay, I don't think we really need this. I know the rotation speed from here. Here's the rotation speed. 96 knots. Okay, so let's say that takeoff briefing is completed. Avionics are checked. Autopilot engage and disconnect. Okay. And let's see our initial climb, 4,000 feet. So let's set it. This is not really an autopilot tutorial. I'm probably going to make one because I really enjoy flying with this plane. It is small, responsive, and I really just like that. Altimeter is set already. Pressurization, verify, checked. That's checked as well. Before taxi, done, checked, checked. Okay, exterior lights as required. So taxi lights are on. Okay, and that's it. We can now go. So let me just release the parking brakes. And let's also set the heading before we take off, which is 100 actually. Oh, here's the heading, sorry. It is 100. Perfect. Flight director is on, and let's go. And we would like to keep the heading before departure. Okay. Now let's just taxi all the way to the runway. Parking brakes set. I did a brake test here and I'll see you at the runway. The plane doesn't really need a long runway, so I'm just going to set the landing lights for takeoff. And let's make sure that everything is perfectly set. Autopilot is set. Let me just set the throttle right now. Ice protection system set. That's set. Seats set. Flaps checked. Speed brakes 0% checked. Trims set. Cabin briefing set. TCAS, TAT ready. Where is TCAS on the plane? This is going to be interesting because I have no clue. I should not be laughing. Where is TCAS? Excuse me. Maybe here? Yes, here it is. TCAS TAT rate to on. Perfect. TA set. That's checked. GA button. Let's skip that for now. I don't have any alarms. Battery is verified. Exterior lights required. ECAS checked. Take a throttle, brakes. Okay, I'm not going to do the temperature checklist because I'm not flying over another pilot who could help me with checklist, and I don't really want to get like distracted. So let's go. And yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed the video and I'll see you very soon.